saw a man on Queen Street, his spine a fossilized statue against the cow's duty. He lay on a concrete bed of seashells, with prices lower than the circles under his eyes. He was silent. He reached his arm out and handed me a piece of paper. It said, "I am only after born thieves, royalty. They treat me, you, us, New Zealand people like sheep." It was then that I realized I was holding his voice in my hands, feeling it between my fingertips, and the seashells splayed across the ground were the sirens that lured men to their deaths. Only they had lured me to see the world from one man's mind. I had never felt so blessed. He was broken bumper lights through a city of high-beam ignorance, turned heads turning oblivion to its peak. He looked at me as if the ceased beating of footsteps was unfamiliar to him. But he was sitting in the heart of this town, pumping his voice through congested arteries that only cleared 3 train stations away from the hollow chest of Auckland City. He pointed at the paper and said, "Here, here," as if his throat was a harbor for ships due to sail years ago, as if struggling to use his voice was a reason I should use mine. If you have something to say it. But there is no guarantee that anyone will listen. Homeless white man screams misplaced government, and everyone will only ever hear the unbound soles of worn-out shoes. Will only ever hear homeless and the pity in every letter of the word. He will scream and scream and scream, and only ever hear the echo of his voice as it races back to him from the shallowed spines of every street corner. If you have something to say it. There will always be someone who does not like your truths, which is why you must remember that is why you call it yours. Every syllable that unravels from the disc of your tongue comes from everything that only you have ever known. This man spoke more to me about truth and voice than any motivational speaker I had dragged my feet through in draining school assemblies. Drowning in money made you a perfect candidate to inspire young children. Yeah, I had found the homeless man who was the richest person I had ever met. This is what he meant. The bottom of the paper read, "Human, brave," from Sam. As if to remind each reader that being human meant you had inbuilt bravery. As if to say courage was the extra limb that some people never realized they could use in their lives. I saw a man on Queen Street. His spine a fossilized statue against the Carl's Jr. He lay on a concrete bed of seashells, with prices lower than the circles under his eyes. He was screaming at the top of his lungs, and no one was listening.
Yeah.